Hey, my people. Good day to every one of you. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, it's a Sunday evening. Mm, just rushing here to give you the updates. I hope you guys are doing well. Everybody's fine. I still have this kata. I know if you talk well. Everybody's fine and you're doing well. Okay, so follow me. Let's hear the latest. It's been buzzing on the internet, anyways. Maybe you must have heard about it, but we are bringing it here now for our Ombonge news. Ombonge news. You know, say I did do apropos. I tell you, say I did do apropos small, small. Not be say now violence, so I did do apropos small, small with a little touch of Maggi and pepper and salt. Hey, waiting at the do. Oh, yeah. Watch me. Follow and give me a sub, okay? Give me a sub. Make your comments, leave your comment there for me to read. Leave your love. I'm giving you love, so give it back to me. So leave your love there for me to read and how we can move on with this page. So I need to see the numbers increasing. That will give me some spice, okay? Add spice to it, increase the numbers, show me love. So today, quick, make I just quick drop this one. That be sweet news. You know what is going on in Niger Republic right now. French will say Niger, we say Niger. I don't know, whichever one is correct, both of them. So, when I know what thing they go on, the coup d'etat and everything where they go. So the reason why I bring this thing to you, you must have heard about it. It's really funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. Our own INEC Select, wait there our side, there Tinubu, they tell them, they tell ECOWAS, we will not entertain any kind of this. Just can't make me weak. I can't sit down like this and think, who is talking? Look at pot calling kettle black. Are you serious for real? Anyways, this guy that brought this news, I just took it from this Facebook page. Busy body, whatever his name is. It just be like say the person where they interpret there. Now me tell them waiting to talk. Everything within my heart and soul, even from the down of my belly, it talk everything. So I said, there's no reason, there's no need for me to talk over him. Just hear from the good source. I'm going to bring him in on the stage so you can feel the vibes with me, okay? Let me put him here at the stream.
Busted! They don't they catch them one by one. How many of una know say na Niger Republic? Now our politicians they carry our billions, our trillions they go. Now it result to wetin make military don't take over for Niger Republic now. That is why I know mention name. A lot of television stations they shame and they fear to post this video. And inside this video, you still see wetin happen for court. If they tell una say Peter Obi they come, maybe the thing they build like say na child's play. Or you watch this video and see they watch our obedient family. They share am so that everybody go to see am.
We will not allow coup after coup. West Africa celebration.
Okay. What about political coup? Assuming the people.
Una hear that one? I think that one just make me laugh for inside. We will not allow. Allow wetin you be. Anyway, continue to hear.
In that hall cannot see the hypocrisy in this statement. People in faraway South Africa can see it.
It's quite unstable right now, and unfortunately you have the chair currently, it's Nigeria, and the president of Nigeria, you know, he's also facing a lot of pressure in his country in terms of how the election panned out in terms of the results. Some questioning the credibility of the elections. He issued a strong statement yesterday, but already when you read the reaction to that statement, people were already saying, you yourself, you are not legitimate. And therefore, this time around, ECOWAS is not as strong as the ECOWAS that we are used to.
Yes, some are quick to question a military coup. Not that it is right, it is wrong. But what about what causes a military coup in the first place? Why don't people who operate in a democracy obey the rules? People have lost faith in democracy, as can be seen in Niger. Look at people dancing and celebrating the military coup in Niger. You can't blame them. People are simply tired of democracy not working. There are rules in a democracy. Why do politicians never obey the rules? Why is there so much impunity, corruption, profligacy? In a democracy, the only way to get to power is by standing in an election. A party nominates you, election comes and people vote for you, and the votes are counted and you are declared winner. But compare that to what happened in Nigeria during the election. It was a political coup. Starting from Buhari himself, to Bola Tinubu, the ultimate beneficiary, to the INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu, to all the INEC officials, APC politicians, policemen, all their foot soldiers, and all the thugs, even Wike, and all the governors and officials who played many roles to rig the election in the favor of APC. Why waste such money? Why waste more than 300 billion naira to conduct a political coup? The military coup in Niger didn't cost any life. It was a palace coup. They just took over, announced themselves in power. In Nigeria, many lives were lost, billions of naira wasted. In fact, the election is still inconclusive because they are still in court until the court determines the winner. Why didn't Buhari just declare Tinubu the winner? Why didn't he just hand over to Tinubu? And all this time we are wasting today, politicians and other interested parties would have gone to court. Maybe by now the Supreme Court will be on the verge of delivering judgment to declare it illegal, that the election will be held. This election saw the highest turnout in Nigeria's history. The massive turnout started from the collection of PVCs. Politicians assured Nigerians to go and collect their PVCs, that the election would be free and fair. And INEC people knew from the statistics before them, they knew the people that were collecting the PVCs, where they come from, and who they are likely to vote for. So they started by disenfranchising them. There's no reason in 2023 with the technology available in the world that will prevent INEC from giving people their PVCs a few days before the election. There's no reason if everything is automated. But they don't want to automate everything because these are intentional bottlenecks created to frustrate the system. They don't want a free and fair election because in a free and fair election, none of them that called themselves leaders today will win an election. No, they cannot. So they intentionally frustrate the system so that they can manipulate it. That's why an INEC official can delete an uploaded result on iRev and upload a fake one. Why should that be possible? These are loopholes created in order to manipulate the system. Upon all the disenfranchisement and manipulations, people still trooped out en masse on election day to vote, only to wait several hours with no INEC official to conduct the election. Some that bothered to show up came without forms to record the results. So the rigging started way back before the elections during the registration for collection of PVCs. Imagine what the resident electoral commissioner in Lagos said, that people were invading from another region to Lagos in order to vote in Lagos. Imagine what an INEC official said and nobody bat an eyelid. In fact, INEC said that he must conduct the election. They didn't hide their bias. They didn't hide anything. Imagine the police spokesperson, someone that made threats to citizens of Nigeria. He said it was a joke. And those threats, they carried them out on election day.
Please, if you don't want to vote for us, please sit down for
They prevented people from voting because they looked differently. Ethnic profiling in Nigeria of 2023. And Buhari that swore on national television many times that he wants to leave a legacy of free and fair elections. He didn't do anything. He never uttered a word. He pretended as if it never happened. All that happened in Rivers, in Lagos, and other places widely reported on television, he never made a comment till today. Yes, they must have told him. APC guys must have told him, hey, the only way we can win this election is to rig. You destroy the Nigerian economy. We can't win a free and fair election. No, it's not possible. So the only way, they must have told him, is to allow us to rig the election. Yes, because Buhari can destroy the bridge after crossing so that no one else will cross. In 2015, they supported Buhari. He didn't have money for campaigns. So it's a payback to Tinubu and all the people that supported him. But that's not the business of Nigerians. Nigerians are supposed to determine the winner of the election, not INEC, not anybody. No other power should decide except the citizens. People have lost faith in democracy. Democracy is dying. It's already dead in Nigeria. It doesn't exist anymore. Compare the turnout in this election to other elections. People didn't come out to vote. Even the few that came out were playing football in the streets. Will you blame them? They already knew their votes will never count. So why bother? Just like any business, will you invest money in a business that you know you won't make profit? Why not go and party with the money? It's better instead of gambling with your money. So, but in this case, politicians, especially P2B, convinced many people to go and collect their PVCs and vote. Just go and vote. We'll handle the rest. He kept telling people during the campaigns. So people were convinced, especially because of his lifestyle. Being a governor for 8 years, and after that, up to today, no scandal, no single money lost. In fact, during the campaigns, he told people, go and verify. Up to today, nothing on the man. They have nothing on the man. So he inspired many people for the first time in Nigeria's political history. People spend their money on behalf of a politician without knowing him, without meeting him for the first time. That's the level of commitment that people invested in the election. Look at what happened. They stole the election, committed a political coup, and they have the guts to tell people that we will not tolerate coup in West Africa. So the Western world, the United States, France, the United Kingdom, they should understand that their policy towards Africa must change. You can't be saying you want democracy to survive in Africa and you keep supporting people who kill the same democracy. People are tired of a system that is not working. It's simply not working. Let's say the truth. There are rules in a democracy, but they don't obey them. Imagine the National Assembly buying bulletproof cars worth billions of naira in a country with more than 100 million poor people. Why are these people heartless? So the Western world should not say the election is over, we should carry on as if nothing happened. No, that's not the way to go. You should bring sanctions upon all the people that perpetrated the political coup on Nigerians. They should also implement a very strict policy that will block all funds being laundered to their countries, from African countries and Nigeria in particular. You can't say you're promoting democracy and people who get elected steal money and launder into your country and you accept it. That's not fair to Africans. The European Union spent millions of euros in this election, but look at how it turned out. It was like a wasted investment. Where they invested the money, they can't even account for it. Everything is written in their report. They are disappointed with the process. In fact, if they knew it would turn out this way, they would never have invested the money in the first place. So like everything in life, all actions have consequences. For democracy to thrive, all operators must follow the rules. There must be proper separation of powers. A president shouldn't be seeing himself as a king, who everyone should come under his authority. There are proper separation of powers. There's the judiciary arm, the executive arm, and the legislature. If people don't do the right thing in a democracy, then military intervention might be inevitable. So all the arms of government have the obligation to do the right thing. In a democracy, when someone feels cheated by the system, he will run to the courts to seek redress. What if the court fails the person? These are the reasons why people are losing faith. Some have lost it already. In fact, look at this election. Many people have turned their PVCs. They've vowed never to vote again because of what they saw. Some are still traumatized up to today. They just simply came out to vote in an prevent people from voting. And sometimes when you look at the past, you can't help but compare. Yes, the military guys are not trained to handle the economy, but Abacha was far better than Buhari can ever be. Yes, Abacha stole billions of dollars directly from the central bank, but in terms of the economy, Buhari's handling of the economy for the past 8 years was very poor compared to the Abacha years. So we hope that Nigerians will get their acts together and give democracy a chance once again. In their new democracy that they will try again, all parties must endeavor to follow the rules. We also hope that the Nigerian judiciary will live up to expectations to restore the hope of Nigerians in democracy. If that is not done, many people will never come out to vote again in future elections. And people who stole the elections would have won, which will encourage them to do worse in future elections. Nothing good can come out from an election rigor. If the foundation is not solid, the house can never stand. Because it is illogical to steal from the people and say you want to protect them. It's not possible. Thanks for watching.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Sorry, my guys. I couldn't take any part out because they are all very, like, everything he said is to the letter. Like, there's nothing for me to take out. It's so important. You have to hear this. I know some of you are really, really current with the current news. You're following up the judiciary. So many of you are on Twitter. There's so much news there for you to grab. Some of us haven't heard about what is going on. Like, they don't know the current situation in the judiciary, in the court right now. So everything he said, please, is just 101% correct. Number one, I'm not going to reenact or whatever, like explain the video again. Self-explanatory, it's very explicit, it's right there for you. That's why I didn't cut it short. I wanted you to listen to, grab everything, because that guy, oh my God, he's a top notch. I like when he explains, he just, he dissects it. I love the way he brings it to a layman's understanding, The only thing I saw here is, I don't know why all these Western world, they are playing two sides of the coin all together. American, whatever, what team now they call them? Vice President Kamala Harris, the other day talking about strengthening ties with Nigeria. Which Nigeria? You people gave a visa ban on the corrupt judges and the corrupt government. Now you are not saying you want to strengthen waiting now. Strengthen waiting. Sanction is what they need. If you don't listen, you get sanctioned. You don't strengthen anything with an illegitimate government. And they see that when they do election, they picking up its ministers and all of that. This very government is illegitimate. I don't know how you build legitimacy on illegitimacy. You cannot build a legitimate government on illegitimate entry. The process is wrong. So I don't know why they are playing the two sides of the coin. They are not really helping us. If you think the Western world is doing something right, I don't think so. Because if you are against a government, if you are against a situation, a process in a democratic government, you should be against everything. They go bring money come in our country, we go keep them for bank because it's making your country grow. They go thief everything for our country, come for una go hide them there. No, there should be sanction upon sanction upon sanction, and these people should not be allowed to bank with you guys. They will begin to know that you are for the poor, you are for the masses, not for the corrupt government. So when I heard that from Kamala Harris the other day, I was like disappointed. I'm like, what is this woman they talk? Straightly waiting. I beated the government, made them go do and right. So there is nothing for me to start to explain again. It's just a big shame for Tinubu to come out and say we will not entertain any coup d'etat. Coup d'etat, they carried gun. It was the service chiefs, the Niger Republic service chiefs, government service chief that did these wonders. I call it wonders. Yeah, because they felt cheated. The people have been relegated, nothing, no good thing, just like Nigeria. Nigeria is another example of it. The only people that breathe in Nigeria now are the corrupt people, the one in Tinubu's cabinet. That's the only one breathing. Every other person we are suffering. Trekking upon trekking upon trekking. He wants to hit the ground trekking, and he really, really did. Everybody is suffering. Even the one APC runners, they are suffering. The one that said they will die with APC, they are suffering. The ones that said they will not vote for APC, they are suffering. All of us, we all they suffer. Yoruba they suffer. Hausa they suffer. Bini they suffer. Igbo they suffer. Everybody is suffering. because the atmosphere is tight. It's tight. The poor cannot breathe. They are choking us. The masses cannot breathe. So everybody is suffering. I don't understand this kind of government when you don't know what you are doing. You are forcing your way through. You just want to be there. You don't know what to do. Even when you copy the master plan of another person, you don't know how to lay it out. These Ghostbusters, we are going to be hearing more from. I'm going to be bringing you more and more as I get the chance to sit here. It's not really easy. So it's an irony for a kettle or for a pot to call the kettle black when both of them are on fire, black. And now the pot is laughing at the kettle and saying, hey, now black you be. Tinubu came in through illegitimate process. He rigged the election. What's it that they call him? Yahoo Mahud. Yakubu rigged it for him. Sold Nigeria to him for how many billions? The EU is regretting why they even invested their money. Why they put money into Nigeria for this election. They wanted something good to come out of it. Because we are the giants of Africa. But now we are the giants of corruption. You understand? Tinubu is telling the world that they will not entertain coup d'etat. What is the difference, my people? Tell me. You force your way to the government by gun, or you force your way to the government by changing numbers. What will be the difference? Force na force. Illegitimate na illegitimate. I don't see any difference. The only one difference we saw there is those ones they have gun. The military they have gun. And the civilians, they wear agbada but put gun inside their shirts. They don't brandish it. So there is no difference. If Tinubu is condemning that coup d'etat, he should condemn himself first. And thank God for the reply that they gave him. I love the response. He said, you talking to us, you are currently operating an illegitimate government. So who gave you that infantry, the temerity to speak up? I so much love it. They replied him, why are you telling us about illegitimacy? What are you operating? Are you a legitimate government? Did they vote you in? Did you even get 1/4 of the vote? Is it not Yakubu that sold Nigeria to you? So I beg, when I just maintain, don't make me vex. You are operating an illegitimate government and you are telling somebody what to do. They carry ECOWAS put for your hand because it's Nigeria's turn, and APC was clapping. They were clapping. The days are coming. The days, they are very short now. We are counting. Judiciary, this is the last hope of Nigeria. Because if you don't get it right now, you're going to sink that country. Judiciary, more than they hear. Maybe the son or the daughter or the in-law or the whatever. Kinikon. Now they listen to us. Now all of us with the vibe for internet. Judiciary. Our fate now is in your hand. The fate of Nigerians. The Nigerians, the poor ones, so the masses. How many millions? Because only small number, checkele number, then they oppress more than how many? 200 million. Just a few numbers of Nigerians are oppressing the majority of us. So now we are telling the judiciary, get it right. Do not put sentiment into this judgment. Where there will be anarchy if you remove me. There will be this, there will be that. Let the heavens fall. What is right, and what is wrong. You can't put sentiment into judgment. Judiciary, we are hoping on you guys to set Nigeria straight. Because if you get it wrong right now, just know that you are burying what is already sick. Nigeria is on a thread. Let's just say is on life support right now. And all we need is oxygen. So judiciary, wake Nigeria up. Don't just bury what is left of it. We are suffering and we have had it enough. In fact, it don't even pass here, don't reach here. We have had it enough. We can't take it anymore. So any wrong judgment, sentimental judgment, emotional judgment that you put on this, because the government has already started, so we should just continue. We cannot continue with illegitimacy. This is how we got here. When people continue to ask, So many people continue to ask, how did we get here? You see that question, it will land you one slap. How did we get here? This is how we got here. By allowing what is wrong to thrive. By allowing what is wrong to sit and take root. Because what is wrong definitely gives birth to what is wrong. You understand? What is wrong will definitely give birth to what? Another wrong. And two wrongs cannot make a right. Una dey see so. So we are asking judiciary, we are begging self, we are pleading. Please don't burn our country. Don't put our country in fire. Don't put it on fire. Oh, we are already suffering. The masses have had it enough. Go and look at Lagos. Everywhere you go now, everybody's trekking. Nobody has how much? How much? How much? The cost of governance will not they care. You are buying bulletproof cars for the senators. Why? Ordinary man no dey even fit buy garri. What kind of a country is this? Huh? You people are so insensitive, and you are happy that you are milking us like that. Judiciary, we are just hoping on you to do the right thing, so that the right thing will continue to thrive in our country. Thank you, my people. I don't want to take much of your time. So please, if you are not following already, please follow. You must make sure that you know what is going on in your country. This is me and you now. It's our country. We don't get anywhere where we go. Even if you are a citizen in another person's country, your birth country still remains valid. Even if you deny itself, now they run inside your blood, you go fit deny am. You see my skin, I'm black. You see my accent, na Africa. So how I want to deny say I not be African? How? Even if I do Igbo land, how I want to do? You not gonna let me do. So home is home. So the earlier we make it right, the better for all of us, so that we can go home happy. The earlier we make it right, the better for me, you, and every other person living there. Thank you, my guys. Please give me a sub. Give me a sub. Don't forget to leave your comment. Share this video and make people see and enjoy. No hide down, not selfish with my video. Share them. Share the video. Share the video. Thank you for watching. I'll come your way soon. I always come by. I'll come by soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a good one.